I'm back, everyone, and oh boy, my head is pounding. I cannot wait to turn this computer off and lay down and just relax and get some sleep. But for now, that's not happening because the sim gurus are still posting more hints, more clues, and revealing new information in previews. And you know what? I don't blame them because I'm excited, I'm hyped. So without further ado, let's get into this. But I'm definitely going to be taking my time, as I know that by the time I'm done filming and editing this, there will be more to add on to it, but this will probably be my last video for the night. So if there is anything after this, I'll likely save it for tomorrow morning. SimGuru Nova tweets, "Cool guy alert." Yet another preview of Werewolves in The Sims 4, and of course, another look at that new animation slash pose that the Sim Gurus have confirmed is coming to the game. They did mention that you could do it on trees as well, or at least specific trees. Here's one spot you can do this in. This is gonna be perfect for thumbnails. Also, can we talk about that button down and how it's half tucked in, half not? I seriously love that. SimGuru Morgan replies to SimGuru Nova, "I see you're Christopher and raise you one Rory." Again, showing off that new lean animation. Look at the scar details on this Sims's leg. Oh my gosh, there's just so much that I want to talk about. I love the mullet. I love the cast pieces. I love the scratches and scars, the new accessories, literally everything about this. Meet the Townies of Moonwood Mill. SimGuru Morgan shares the different werewolves that you will encounter already a part of the Werewolves game pack. Morgan tweets, "So who is your favorite so far?" Introducing Rory, Lou, Jacob, Christopher, Wolfgang, Celine, Lily, and Greg. But notice how Greg doesn't have anything there but those beware signs we've talked about several times over the past couple of videos. What exactly is Greg? Who is Greg? I do think the more accurate question to be asking though is, what is Greg? Because I feel like Greg isn't human or even werewolf. I feel like that's some sort of surprise that they are saving to announce in the live stream. As for all of these other werewolves, we have seen them in the trailer. And I'm really starting to think that because they put Greg there with those signs, that Greg may live in that shell trailer. Kind of similar to maybe how the Creature Keeper worked from the Cottage Living expansion pack. There was also a little house out in the woods where the Creature Keeper lived, and you couldn't live there or build on that either. So maybe there are some similarities there with that. So we've heard about Greg in those little teasers, but nobody has really brought up Avelina since. So who is Avelina and what role do they actually play in this pack? Meowka Frappe on Twitter tweets, "SimGuru Morgan, is Avelina an actual character coming with the pack, or was she just a name used for the hints?" Great question. SimGuru Morgan responds, "Not a pre-made, but certainly sounds like a mystery that needs solved." So Avelina is also part of the lore like Greg. I wonder what the correlation's going to be between those two. You guys seriously left some really good theories in the comment section of my video from earlier that pertain to this potential lore, and I want to showcase your comments and talk about them in this video. I think Greg's the bad boy loner of the town. I bet from that note talking about Adeline. It's Romeo and Juliet plot in the lore. Imagine a werewolf romance. That would actually be really cool and really smart too. SimGuru Morgan actually does address the fairy rumors. Obviously, we're not getting fairies with this pack. That was made known as soon as the pack was announced and revealed along with the trailer. But Athena the Rose asks, "I know this is random, but can I confirm fairies have nothing to do with this pack and are not included or hinted towards?" Morgan replies, "We didn't do fairies with this pack. There is some cool cross-pack functionality with vampires and spellcaster, plus lots of cool lore around all three of the occults." Oh, this is so exciting. There were many simmers actually asking about pronouns since pronouns were recently updated for The Sims 4. before. So these brand new Townies and werewolves that we just saw coming with the new world of Moonwood Mill, do they actually utilize this pronoun feature? And do they have customized pronouns? Simgrew Morgan confirms, unfortunately the pronouns update was still being worked on while we were creating this pack. Because of the overlap, it wasn't a feature we used with our pre-mates. I know we're really excited to use it in the future though, but that's definitely not sad news. Once you guys get your hands on this pack, you can always go into these families and edit them and give them custom pronouns and save them. It's that easy. But this pretty much also does confirm that in future packs, the Townies that do come with the new packs and new worlds will most likely utilize that custom pronoun feature. Simguru Ninja shares another look at werewolves. We've seen so many screenshots of wolves with this moon behind them, and also the colors in the background look very familiar. They look like the standard Create-a-Sim colors. So wherever you actually customize and create these werewolves, this is most likely there. It's probably similar to Create-a-Sim, but just with a moon in the background. Simguru Ninja tweets, "Fear not, Detective Wolf is on the case, digging for more clues and sniffing out the truth." Pugoned Plays responds to Simguru Ninja's hints. "Just how paintable are the beasties? Could cover that, asking for a friend. I think it will be more stencils than brushes, but exciting nonetheless." Simguru Ninja actually responded to this. "Oh, you think so, huh? So are we getting more customization than we think? Maybe that text in Create a Pet changing is more than just a hint after all. Maybe that is actually going to be a thing for the werewolves. Maybe we're going to have this same exact customization for them that we currently have for the pets with cats and dogs. I don't know guys, it's really starting to look likely at this point. And it only makes sense as the fur on the werewolves literally looks pretty identical to the fur on dogs. It would honestly be a waste for them not to utilize those customization features for the werewolves. Simguru Morgan replies to Relish Turtle, "Greg is not Sasquatch confirmed. Greg could be a giant frog monster though, nobody is sure." Okay, so clues. We don't know what Greg looks like. They won't show us. He potentially lives in that abandoned trailer. There's all kinds of signs out front. There could also be some sort of romance. We know from those clues they mentioned frogs as well. And now Simguru Morgan brings up frog monster. It also kind of looks a little swampy around where Greg possibly lives, judging by that hint. I don't know guys, I'm starting to put these pieces together. Is Greg some sort of frog monster? I feel like at this point, they could be leading us in a completely different direction, but I'm really having a lot of fun trying to dissect this with you guys, and it's so fun just reading through the comments and reading everyone's opinions, even if they're all completely different from each other. I also must mention literally how stupid I feel after reading your guys' comments. Barbara says, "Maybe the deal with the box is that they can lock themselves in there when it's a full moon. In some teen TV shows about werewolves, I think I saw someone locking themselves somewhere safe so that they wouldn't lose control and do something bad while in wolf form." See, that's the thing. I don't watch teen wolf shows, so I would have never known that. So seriously, thank you guys for pointing that stuff out. And now after going back and looking at those screenshots, that actually makes a lot of sense. That's probably what that's for. I guess the question now is that actually going to be functional or not, or is it just kind of a decor piece to match the theme and aesthetic of the pack? Huge shout out to Rainbow Archer 22 for breaking down the whole temperament thing. It was kind of hard for me to wrap my mind around. I tried doing some research, but I still didn't quite understand it, and I don't really hear of this too much in the real world. This user comments, "In response to your confusion on the whole temperament thing, the temperament theory you mentioned essentially talks about 4 archetypes of people. The theory was about the balance of each fluid in the body and how that would affect a person's behaviors. A temporary imbalance could lead to illness, but a permanent imbalance would greatly change a person. The 4 temperaments have been discredited scientifically, but pop culture and media still often use them, which makes sense why they could be used in this pack. Blood, extroverted and social/emotional. Yellow bile, extroverted and unemotional. Black bile, introverted and brooding or sensitive. And phlegm, introverted and quiet. I don't know if we're getting these specific fluids or temperaments in The Sims, that I'd be very happy. Honestly, if it's something that's still used in the media, then I can definitely see them using that in this game, and it makes complete sense. These are werewolves after all. They're going to be acting different than people. They're going to be acting different from regular humans or regular Sims. There needs to be some way to distinguish them from each other, and having these very specific temperaments would honestly be amazing. And looking at how detailed the system was with vampires, it just only makes sense we'd have something like this for the werewolves. And honestly, if we didn't, I'd be kind of disappointed. Thank you so much for that comment. That definitely helped clear up a lot of confusion on my end. And also, thank you guys for letting me know that werebees is werewolf rabies. I tried doing research and I couldn't find literally anything on that. So I had no clue if it was that or werewolf babies. We do know that we're likely getting an interaction to teach toddlers how to howl. And we do know, judging by the toddler in the trailer, that there is some sort of connection that toddlers do have with werewolves. I don't know if they're gonna be able to fully transform into werewolf form. I feel like if they could, they would have showed that. But I'm sure that the interactions between the two are going to be adorable. Also, can we talk about woohoo with werewolves? I mean, it was obvious that that was going to occur. SimGuru Ninja shows a little glimpse of it. Not too much to see really, besides a bedpost and some hearts, and my Apple Watch going off because it just hit 9:00 p.m. and I have a headache and need to stop this video and go to bed. But I'm excited to see what that's like. I'm sure it's not gonna be any different, but here's what I wanna know. I wanna know if we're going to have any new woohoo spots. That little chamber that I talked about in the last video, where I mentioned, thanks to you guys, werewolves might be able to transform in to be held and tied down so that they don't cause destruction. I wonder if we can woohoo in that, and I wonder if there are also going to be other woohoo spots in this new world. They can't give us a new pack with no woohoo spots. That would just be evil of them. I'm trying to think of all the possible places. Maybe in that mine shaft opening at the top of the mountain, or in that hole in the tree that we saw earlier, but I really can't think of other places where they can put that. Give us something, EA. All right, that's gonna wrap things up for this video. I think this is going to be the last one for the day, though I'm not making any promises. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Leave your thoughts and speculation below, and thank you guys so much for all of your insight in the comments. I'm seriously learning more from you guys than I'm learning from Google. Seriously, especially about a lot of the werewolf, you know, technicalities and details and all that stuff, because I don't know too much about it because I'm not big into werewolves. I don't follow all that stuff. So thank you for guiding me along this journey. I really appreciate it. I love you. Take care. Happy simming. Starting now and for every single upload in June during Pride Month, I'll be raising money for the Born This Way Foundation. In case you didn't know, the Born This Way Foundation supports the mental health of young people and works with them to build a kinder and braver world. Through high-impact programming, youth-led conversations, and strategic cross-sectorial partnerships, the foundation aims to make kindness cool, validate the emotions of young people, and eliminate the stigma surrounding mental health. You can learn more at bornthisway.foundation. This video was brought to you by my supporters on Patreon. Thank you guys so much for your support. If you'd like to join my community over there, a link is below. Thank you for watching.